I don't know, because I'm not good at starting.
Do you want me to start?
Hey!
So what do I say when we start?
Exactly. Like, welcome to the Go HQ podcast. I'm Amy Bailey.
And I'm Amanda Redford.
And we're going to talk about fit
pregnancy. Oh, God.
Fit pregnancies. Oh, gosh. We're going to talk about fit pregnancy.
Because obviously in the last year and a half, we've both had
babies.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes. Crazy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you have an almost 1-year-old.
I have an almost 1-year-old.
He's so cute.
He is so cute.
He does jazz hands.
Asher does jazz hands. And Hudson has found his tongue.
Yes, he does that all the time. It's pretty fun. And he's 3 months old. So 11-month-old, 3-month-old. And I think we both agree that we could say we had relatively fit and healthy pregnancies.
Agreed.
And so I know I get a bunch of questions regularly from other members here about how to be healthy in pregnancy, and I'm sure you do as well.
I do all the time, both here and at the hospital. So, yeah, it's definitely a topic of concern, and I feel like a lot of women want to know.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're afraid to ask, or they just have been told all of the myths of pregnant and working out.
Yeah.
You know, to not do it.
Yeah.
To not get your heart rate above, a certain number, and all of those things that we're here today to squash.
Yes. Because we've lived through them. And I think that's the important part. We're speaking from experience. It's not just well, I guess, because we've witnessed that it's never been a bad thing or whatever it is. So I guess let's just talk about some things that maybe we did that led us to be healthy, that I think a lot of people think that Amanda and I totally busted our butts and ate perfectly, and I definitely did not.
100% not the case.
No. You want to go first and maybe talk about
I'll hit on one thing and then you can hit on one thing.
Okay, perfect.
I'd say the biggest thing is would be to just do something every day. It doesn't have to be like the type of workout that Amy and I did throughout our pregnancy, because let's face it, I only worked out 2 to 3 days a week throughout my entire pregnancy. On the other days, I would be taking either a walk. Running became pretty uncomfortable for me, probably around 30 weeks, I would say. So I don't know, I just would say get out there and do something. It helps with the endorphins, it helps with the hormones with pregnancy. And try and get into some type of group setting, because it does help to have that camaraderie and people to boost you on and build you up, because you're not feeling great. You don't feel like you look good. You feel,
this big.
Yes, you feel huge, you've got hormones raging. You're tired all the time. So sometimes I found that even as tired as I would be, I would go into my fit camp workout and I would be completely rejuvenated after.
Yeah.
So
same here. And I think it's also important to say, even if you go for walks and that's your form of exercise, maybe do it with a friend or your husband or whoever, someone that you can just kind of have a support system with through that physical activity. Just a release, whether you're talking while you walk or whatever. I totally agree. I could not have kept working out throughout my pregnancy if it was not for fit camp and you guys, and I know same with you. There were days I was I cannot do this. I have to lay down on the couch and not move. But I was nope. Get in my car. If I get in my car, then I have to drive. It was just.
What did I say to you? Getting here was a PR?
Yes.
So even making it in the door when you're 26, 30 weeks, 32, 36 weeks pregnant, that's in and of itself, you're doing more than a majority of the country.
Oh my gosh, yeah, absolutely. And I think too, it's important to hit on not being afraid to ask for modifications.
Agreed.
I know I did different modifications at different times than Amanda did in her pregnancy. I coach a couple girls that are currently pregnant, and they all are at different places in their pregnancies, but want different modifications for different things, because no one's alike in what they feel and how their body's reacting. So,
and that's okay.
Yeah.
And that's a good point to say, to not compare yourself to other people.
So hard.
Yes, so hard, but so important.
Yeah, and just like being okay with the fact that you're growing a human. You're gonna be tired, you're gonna be maybe cranky some days, you're gonna feel not good. I mean, it just happens, but I think it's important also to add, like, Amanda and I as coaches will always be here to support you.
Yeah.
So if you're someone, especially at Go, that's like, I don't think I can do this. Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
We can tell you can. So let's maybe transition and talk about the food stuff.
Very important.
Yeah.
Nutrition's very important. Eating for your body. You know, try and getting in as many different food groups as you can to, you know, help you and help you grow your human. So plenty of fruits and vegetables. And another misconception is the whole eating for two thing. You know, I ate what I wanted throughout my pregnancy. I just ate it in moderation.
Yeah, same.
You know, you can't go crazy if you expect to get it off quickly on the back end. There's a fine line there between eating enough caloric intake for you growing your human and you know, putting on the added weight. So we can also help you with that here at Go.
Yeah. And
I'm nutrition certified, so.
I am a nutrition certified coach, but being that we both have lived it, we're both always welcome, or we're always happy to talk through things with you. And I think what you mentioned too about you didn't keep yourself from eating anything. And the same with me, especially, I know in my first trimester, I had the best of intentions of eating perfectly and paleo and all this stuff that quickly went out the window when I was ultra morning sick all day long. So I did not beat myself up. That was the most important thing. Well, I did sometimes, but then I would kind of check myself and be like, it's okay. Like, it's only a couple days out of my whole life. I'll be okay. So on days that I was like, all I can eat is a piece of bread, that's the only thing that sounds good, I would try to do something like maybe a smoothie or something that still sounded good but was nutritionally sound. And that just kind of, I don't know, met my requirements without making me feel like I had to eat a bowl of like steamed broccoli, because that did not sound appetizing. Cool. Yeah, so not killing yourself. I mean, you can eat what you want, just do it within reason.
Yeah.
And breastfeeding is not always going to take all your baby weight off. So do not eat whatever you want and think you're going to just breastfeed and
it all come off.
Yes.
Because it won't.
Yeah.
No.
It is not that simple.
So that, I'd say that's important on the nutrition part. Big key thing is sleep. You definitely want to get plenty of sleep, especially if you're a first-time mom where you don't have any other kids at home.
Yes.
Take those naps when you can get them, because after the baby comes, you will not get them. Sleep becomes
rare.
Rare and
short intervals.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
But so sleep as much as you can. Get plenty of sleep. It helps your body replenish itself, rejuvenate.
Exactly, and I think that's part of sticking with making as good of food decisions as you can and the workout thing. If you're not sleeping well, all that other stuff kind of falls by the wayside because you're just so worn down.
Right.
So I feel like if I had a good night's sleep, I was more prone to make positive health decisions all the way around.
Totally agree.
So
completely agree. When you're tired, you just go for whatever's easiest. You don't feel like making a healthy meal. You don't feel like going to the grocery store. It's easier to drive through.
Exactly.
Yeah. It all manifests itself and like trickles down.
Yes. And I think, like you said, I mean, it's, again, you're growing a baby, like sleep. Your body's doing lots of work all day long while you're working and having a life. So let yourself rest. It's a good thing.
Right. Totally agree.
Even after baby.
Yep. That is true. What else were we going to hit on?
Well, I just think having a support system in place and like whether, you know, if maybe your baby's father is not in the picture, like just having like a mom, a grandma, a best friend, someone at your gym, someone at your church, I don't know. I think just having someone that can always be there to tell you you're gonna make it through. For me, it was always Amanda.
Yep, agree.
Still is Amanda.
Still you for me.
So I think that's really important because it's hard being a pregnant woman.
It is hard.
And nobody can tell you what it's like until you go through it. So
agree. And everyone's going to go through different stuff. So it's nice to have a sounding board, but where you're not feeling like you want to be able to feel comfortable talking to who it is you're talking to. And I feel like us as coaches would probably be able to give both of those roles. You know what I mean? We'd be a sounding board, we'd be a positive support system for you.
And we want to help.
Yeah.
Like, we enjoy empowering other women and helping them be the best version of themselves. So we're always here. You know where to find us.
You know where to find us. Go HQ. Bye.
Bye.